Well, thank you very much, Christine. Thank you to everyone for being here. Good morning. And especially, Christine, I want to thank you and your staff for welcoming all of us here. It is important for us to be here to show off Phoenix Community Development Services and the great work that you do on behalf of people in the area who really need you. And they depend upon you, and you have really delivered for them. I'm thrilled to be here alongside our great Lieutenant Governor, Juliana Stratton. Our state homelessness chief, Christine Haley, who you're going to have a lot of clapping to do. Your own Peoria Mayor, Rita Ali. Mayor Mike Phelan, Mayor Jim Dillon, Mayor Gary Manier. Home for All Continuum of Care CEO Kate Green. Leader Dave Kaler and Leader Jahan Gordon Booth, who I get to work with every day in Springfield. So many of our local partners, our community members here today. We are here to announce some groundbreaking new investments that support our most vulnerable Illinois residents. Illinois' budget crisis in the years before I came into office wreaked havoc on our human services sector. You can see heads nodding from people who've been doing this for a while. I know, I saw it firsthand, and boy, did we need to address it. And that devastation sometimes prevented people from getting the support they needed to survive, let alone thrive. And during those years, real damage was done to the safety net that took so many years to build. One mission of my governorship has been to restore that safety net, to reverse the harm that was done, and to shape an Illinois that truly uplifts our residents, especially those with the greatest need. The challenge was, when I arrived, state government's cupboards were bare. Maybe one of the most boring policy areas to talk about is our state budget. But that's the foundation from which we make progress. And that's why I worked with the General Assembly, and in particular with the House Budget Leader, Jahan Gordon Booth, to turn deficits into surpluses. And just 10 days ago, together we passed our 5th balanced budget in a row. It's a budget that makes significant progress toward the Illinois that believes in and delivers for people who've very often been left behind. The foundational elements of life are food access and housing. And let's be clear, addressing poverty is a moral imperative. And every family that we stabilize is helping us to meet that moral imperative. And it not only lifts them up, but it lifts up our state and our country toward economic success, toward national security, toward productivity and public safety. Our FY24 budget increases temporary assistance for needy families, TANF, by $35 million, helping 27,000 residents who experience extreme poverty cover basic necessities like transportation, electricity, and food. But that's not nearly enough. It does us no good to provide a family with money to purchase food if they have no grocery store to go to shop. To reduce food insecurity, we're following a strategy laid out by the Illinois Commission to End Hunger. We're going back to an old model for a modern world, one where communities are served by independent local grocery stores that sell food grown by Illinois farmers. This budget funds a new Illinois grocery initiative, which will aid municipalities in setting up grocery cooperatives and assist independent grocers opening or expanding operations in underserved rural towns and urban neighborhoods alike. The grocery initiative also provides resources toward purchasing fresh, nutritious food specifically from Illinois growers. Families living in food deserts and those who live with food insecurity will finally get some relief. Stable housing is the basis for success in every other aspect of our existence. Yet over 120,000 Illinoisans experience homelessness annually. And in Illinois, black people are 8 times more likely to experience homelessness than white people, accounting for more than 60% of our homeless population, despite only making up 14% of our total population. So this isn't just about economic justice, it's about racial justice too. When the budget goes into effect in July, our new Home Illinois plan will focus on homelessness prevention, crisis response, temporary and permanent housing units, and staffing to ensure that every person and every family that is unhoused or is potentially heading there has a fighting chance. We're dedicating a record $350 million in state funding to address homelessness in Illinois this coming year. From rapid rehousing services for 2,000 more households and developing more than 90 new supportive housing units to expand supportive housing services, homeless youth services, street outreach and reentry support, and providing homelessness prevention services to 6,000 more families, we are approaching this problem from every angle and leaving no stone unturned. We have more work to do, but this is a very, very strong start. Home Illinois is a first-of-its-kind multi-agency endeavor, bringing state agencies, nonprofit organizations, advocates, and people with lived experience together to take an intergovernmental approach to preventing and ending homelessness. And it will be led statewide by Illinois' first ever Chief Homelessness Officer, Christine Haley. Who brings 18 years of experience to the mission of preventing and ending homelessness. And like most of my executive administration, I'm proud that we have appointed diverse leaders representing all of Illinois. Christine is the only black statewide chief homelessness czar in the entire United States. At the end of the day, these two groundbreaking efforts, the Illinois Grocery Initiative and Home Illinois, are about building a future where everyone, regardless of their zip code, race, or economic status, has their basic needs met, food and housing included. To my colleagues in the General Assembly who are here and others who aren't, who voted for a compassionate and fiscally responsible budget, thank you for your partnership as we create an Illinois that works for everyone. This is good government at work. This is what it looks like. With that, it's my pleasure to turn this podium over to my partner in governance and a champion for our most vulnerable Illinoisans. That's our great Lieutenant Governor, Juliana Stratton.